I feel amazing. I'm so happy with how I was able to compete.
Alexa Aya scores another epic victory against Marcinko. The world stunned in a match that fans will talk about for years. Aya didn't just win, she announced herself. The Filipina powerhouse dismantled Petra in straight sets, leaving the crowd speechless, social media buzzing, and pundits scrambling for words. It was a performance that defied expectations, a statement on the global stage, and a glimpse of the champion Alexa is becoming. Every point, every swing of her racket carried the weight of ambition, pressure, and a promise that she's here to change the game. But the question everyone was asking was this simply a brilliant day or a turning point for the next generation of women's tennis? Nobody expected it to end like this. A single match that would ripple across rankings, headlines, and hearts. And by the time the final ball was struck, the tennis world realized Alexa Aya isn't just a name to watch anymore. She is a force. From the very beginning, Alexandra Alexa has been a name synonymous with promise. A teenager from the Philippines, she carried the hopes of a nation onto courts far bigger than she had ever imagined. She had already etched her name into history by becoming the first Filipino to win a main draw match in a Grand Slam. And with every tournament, she was refining her skill, sharpening her instincts, and growing in confidence. Across the net stood Petra Marcinko, a young sensation in her own right. Marcinko had dominated the junior circuit and transitioned into professional tennis with remarkable success. She was on an 11-match winning streak entering this match. Confident, poised, and hungry, many expected her experience and momentum to be the deciding factor. The tension was palpable even before the first serve. Two young talents almost the same age were about to collide for the first time. It was more than just a match. It was a test of nerves, skill, and mental resilience. Fans and analysts alike debated quietly. Who would crack under pressure? Who would rise? For Aya, this was another chance to prove that her previous successes were no accident. For Marcinko, it was the moment to maintain her dominance and continue her winning streak. The stage was set for a contest that promised drama, excitement, and unexpected turns. From the opening warm-ups to the first rally, there was an unspoken understanding that the result here could define careers. This match was more than a quarterfinal. It was the meeting of potential versus momentum, of ambition versus expectation. Every eye in the arena, every follower online, every commentator held their breath. And then the match began. The clash was inevitable. Two rising stars, each carrying the weight of their respective journeys, were about to write the next chapter of their stories in real time. And no one knew which narrative would dominate. As the match got underway, what happened next stunned everyone. In the very first set, Alexa Aya dominated Petra Marcinko with a level of control and precision rarely seen at this stage of a player's career. The scoreboard ticked mercilessly, 6. Every serve, every return, every strategic move reinforced the realization this was not a fluke. This was mastery under pressure. Marcinko, known for her consistency and tactical awareness, seemed unable to find an answer. Alexa's footwork was immaculate, her angles sharp, and her aggression measured. Every point carried weight. It wasn't just about winning. It was about making a statement, a warning to anyone who doubted her. Fans in the stadium could barely believe their eyes. Commentators struggled to find adjectives that matched up the intensity of the match. Social media erupted in real time as clips of Alexa's dominant rally circulated with reactions ranging from sheer awe to incredulity. "Is this really happening?" became a common refrain. The tension in the second set did not lessen. Marcinko attempted to mount a comeback, fighting for every point. But Alexa's composure never wavered. She read the court with uncanny intelligence, predicting Marcinko's moves and neutralizing them with precision. Every shot was calculated yet fluid, a perfect blend of instinct and training. By the time Alexa closed the second set 6-2, the magnitude of her achievement became undeniable. She had not only defeated a hot streaking player, she had done so decisively, dominating from start to finish. The world began to take notice, realizing this was more than a personal victory. It was a message to the entire tennis circuit. For Marcinko, it was a harsh wake-up call. One misstep, one lapse, and a rising star could turn dominance into defeat. For Eala, it was the culmination of years of preparation, determination, and focus, distilled into a 63-nut spectacle of skill and mental strength. Within hours, the reactions were everywhere. Analysts dissected the match. Fans shared clips of Alexa's brilliance, and the tennis community debated the implications. Some hailed it as one of the most commanding performances of a young player in recent years, while others questioned whether Marino had underperformed. Commentators praised Alexa's mental toughness. She never seemed rattled, even against a player with an 11-match winning streak. One analyst noted, fans compared her composure to seasoned pros, noting her ability to control tempo and pressure situations with maturity far beyond her years. Yet, controversy bubbled beneath the surface. Skeptics argued that while the win was impressive, it came at an event that some considered a stepping stone rather than a Grand Slam stage. Dominant performance, yes, they admitted, but the real test will come at the majors. The debate became heated. Was this an early indication of a generational star, or just a moment of brilliance? Online, emotions ran high. Clips of Alexis's precise backhands and fearless volleys circulated with hashtags celebrating her skill trending globally. Fans expressed shock that a player so young could display such confidence and technical mastery against a favored opponent. Some Marino supporters expressed disappointment, questioning what went wrong and debating whether nerves had cost their star the match. This whirlwind of opinion only added to the tension surrounding the young champion. With attention from all corners of the tennis world, Alexa found herself not just a winner, but the subject of global scrutiny. Every rally, every match, and every point now carried more weight than ever before. With victory comes expectation. And for Alexa Eala, the world's eyes are now focused squarely on her. Analysts wondered if she could replicate this level of play consistently, while fans debated whether her dominance over Marino signaled a permanent shift in the women's circuit. Some critics were quick to temper enthusiasm. They argued that one match, even one as commanding as this, could not define a career. The narrative of consistency and adaptability at higher-level tournaments became the focal point of the discussion. It's impressive, but can she handle the top 50 or top 20? They asked. Pressure on Alexa is mounting. Every future match will now be scrutinized through the lens of this performance. Fans are excited, but expectations can be a double-edged sword. For a young player, navigating newfound fame and attention requires maturity beyond the technical game. Even Marino faced fallout. Analysts dissected her approach, questioning whether she underestimated Eala or struggled under the spotlight. Some speculated about her strategy, her mental state, and whether the loss would prompt adjustments in her training or game plan. The tennis community had begun to see a shift. A new contender had arrived, unafraid, confident, and unapologetically dominant. The question on everyone's mind, will Alexa Eala thrive under the pressure, or will this moment define her as a one-match wonder? Despite skepticism, the facts speak clearly. Alexa Eala's win was not a fluke. Her stats, first serve percentage, break points converted, and unforced errors indicate a level of precision and preparation that few players at her age can match. This was a calculated, disciplined, and fearless display of professional tennis. Beyond numbers, there's context. Eala has consistently broken barriers for Filipino athletes, achieving milestones that few thought possible. Each victory is not just personal. It resonates nationally and inspires the next generation. This win against Marino solidifies her as a player who can perform under pressure against elite opponents and on global stages. Marino remains a strong competitor, and this loss does not define her career. What it does highlight is Eala's emergence, a young, disciplined, and fearless talent ready to challenge the hierarchy of women's tennis. For Alexa, the journey is just beginning. This victory is more than a match result. It is a statement, a declaration that Alexa Eala is here to compete, to win, and to challenge expectations. It signals the rise of a player whose impact will be felt both on and off the court. Looking back at this match, it becomes clear that Alexa has reached a pivotal moment. Was this just another win or the beginning of something transformative? She has not only proven her skill, but also captured attention worldwide, reshaping how fans and analysts view the next generation of talent. For Marino, this match is a moment to reflect, adjust, and return stronger. For Eala, it's an opportunity to cement her legacy, continue breaking records, and show that her dominance is more than a headline. The world will continue to watch. Debates will continue online, and the tennis community will eagerly await her next challenge. The only certainty is that this match will be remembered not just for the score, but for the impact of a young champion announcing herself to the world. As fans, we can only wonder, will Alexa continue this meteoric rise? Or was this her moment? A brilliant flash that will light the court once and leave us craving more. If you were as stunned as we were by Alexa's incredible performance against Marcinko, don't miss a single moment of her journey. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join us as we follow every epic match, every dramatic rally, and every historic moment in women's tennis. Comment below. Do you think Alexa is the next global superstar? Let's talk about it.